Alright. Are you gonna go live? Alright, okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Hmm. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I need to... How... I need to change the thumbnail. Change videos. Live. Okay, hold on. I need to sort out the thumbnail. Alright, hold on. Okay, hold on. Alright. Get a video. I might have to go on Discord. shit. Hold on. Oh shit, 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 shit. Okay, hold on. How do I... Okay, hold on. Oh shit. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh crap, it's starting. Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. It's starting. Alright, hold on. There's the pause. Alright, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'll go. Let me send this to myself. Alright, start talking. Let me get the thumbnail up. Alright, and then I need to download this. Oh, I forgot how annoying this is. Okay, hold on. File too large. Alright, hold on. To PNG. Hold on. Sys. Convert. Alright, we can upload thumbnail, hopefully. Okay, hold on. Which one was it again? Fuck off. Alright, hold on. Okay, 69, nice. 69, 69. There. Open. Okay, hold on. Let's put some hashtags in there. Tags. Hashtag. Here, academia. Hashtag Spider-Verse. There. Save. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Why isn't chat showing up? Hold on. Overlays and themes. Oh my god, why is it not popping up? Alright. Okay. So it does work. Okay. Let's see if anyone's... Alright, no one's fucking joining. Wonderful. Wonderbar. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna watch. Alright. So, before we watch the death battle, we are going to... Oh, fucking hell. Bit weird. Before we watch the death battle, we're gonna do a bingo type thing, right? You know, for fun, See what our predictions are. Oh shit, not gambling, not actual gambling. Okay, I want create bingo sheet. Right, hold on. Very nice, nice. Okay. Okay. Miles versus Deku predictions. Going to high and vintage. Modern. Yeah, modern. Okay. So, what should be the first one? I'm thinking... Alright, what should be the first one? Alright. I think the first one should be alright. Okay. Okay. First reaction. They downscale miles by a ton. Alright, that's the first one. What do I think of that one? Alright. Okay. They downscale miles by a ton. Alright. Second one. What should be the second one? I'm thinking. What we're thinking. Alright, hold on. Downscale miles by a ton. Alright, and then after we're gonna see different people's reactions. Okay, so if Miles wins. Okay. Videos made on the outcome. Nah, that's too easy. That's too easy. Right. That is too easy. Okay. I'm thinking. What should I do? What should I do? Okay, hold on. Oh, what's a good one? What's a good one? Crappy one-liners. Crappy one-liner. Do you want boomstick one-liner? Alright. Boomstick one-liner. Has to be a calc in there. Has to be calc. Alright. Next. If Tizzy makes a video. It'd be double. Alright. Here's the thing. If it's double about a negative one, because he doesn't like when they just use one shot things. If they glaze Miles and give Miles the win, if he says something negative about the result, I'm gonna get off 2. I'm gonna get off 2 because you know. Alright. Next. Oh, what should be the next one? What should be the next one? I'm thinking. Okay. If Tizzy makes a video. Alright, what should be the next one? Oh, for giggles. For giggles. If Black Widow joins. Okay. I need to think of another one. If Black joins. Alright. Joins. You know what? That one's out there for giggles. Alright, hold on. Okay. If they downscale Deku, that should be another one. If they downscale Deku, because I've got Deku at large, like planet level, high ball. Okay, hold on. I need to think. Okay, guarantee you one. Okay, or shout or whatever. Now, this one, last two. Shh. Right. Alright, last two. If they use clips from Spider-Verse. Like, as a background thing, not like for actual evidence. Last but not least, Crunchyroll sponsor. Ava. Shit, all the way back. All the way back. Oh wait, they're doing it in separate videos now, aren't they? Okay, here we go.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is...
Yep. Already one down. Already one down. Already one down. Already one down. Use clip from Spider-Verse. That one's already crossed.
Peter Parker.
Let's
He
go.
was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one who got bit. Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world. And now he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider carried the Oz formula, a genetic...
Let's have a look. Fucking Paul. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, right. Alright, so it is comics. It is comics, Miles. Okay, that's good. Alright. What was the categories again? Downscale Miles. Downscale Deku. Lipstick one-liner. Nah, nothing there. Nothing there? Yeah, nothing there. It's fine.
enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without...
Okay. Animation Premiums. Yeah. Okay, so they're using the strongest. So using most current version of Miles. Okay. Electric webs. Okay. Alright. I don't think he'd be able to actually go through. I don't think Deku would have any way to go through the Vibranium suit. Really.
They're web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May, these webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher, though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle?
Yeah.
Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents!
28.
Every other superhero known to man.
Living parents!
Yes.
Better yet, loving parents! They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but to do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its
Yeah,
bite than
I'm gonna do it
Peter's.
my own way.
Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness...
I think that counts. I think that counts. Boomstick one-liner. Okay, it's good. Got two. We got Boomstick one-liner. Use clips from Spider-Verse. Alright, let's go.
his own bioelectric...
That doesn't really scale anymore.
energy and weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punch!
Oh. 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 Would you class... Hold on. Hold on. Quakes are technically a genetic mutation. That could give Miles a massive advantage.
Absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff. Like bio webbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not
Yeah. I'm sorry to say it, but I think Deku's cooked. Deku is cooked.
entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linophiidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light speed attacks, and
Okay.
Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed
Nice.
the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem. A blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of TNT.
Okay. Then again, are we forgetting,
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The king of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too,
Alright.
allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing.
so it would scale similarly to Black Panther's suit then.
This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor, no longer standing in his shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of the Spider.
That was some of your dragon. Are we just not forgetting? Are we just forgetting that he survived hits from Morlun, who should be similar in level to Thor and Hulk? Like, are we being serious?
Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their own way of getting the job done. Miles even led them into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero.
Alright, time for Deku.
But what is a hero? To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of
Yes,
peace.
All Might.
All Might.
The big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it seemed. After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named Izuku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people just like All Might, but even his idol told him that he would have to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma.
Yeah, fuck Bakugo. I don't know if I've ever told people this, but Bakugo is one of my least favorite characters in the series. Genuinely, Genuinely awful. Awful. Awful character. I do not like him. Yeah, genuinely awful character.
Quirk until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his rival a helping hand, proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so, after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight
Oh,
punches,
shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
spikes, even finger flicks. One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it.
Yeah, but then you learn how to
In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode. So Izuku would need to continuously train to master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less likely to break, Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All for One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One for All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One for All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One for All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All for One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance, though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him, create a smokescreen. But he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with full cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagant, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Oh, for God's sake. What else? What else? I think... Right, we're gonna cross over the downscale of Miles, because they didn't really show the more learn feats that he has. Or you could, like, if we're being technical here, alright.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound, and Deku was moving so fast the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light speed laser beams.
It does have a time limit though. After
Deku can forcefully try.
5 minutes of continuous use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was suffocating.
Yeah, that's the planetary feat, Darkmite's Fortress.
Him though, he's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku, so he left UA to fight this war alone.
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others. Even Bakugo came around to him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy, and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All For One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One For All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All For One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire from hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One For All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
Ad. It's an advertisement.
Hello, it's me, store-bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking. Benjamin, what are you wearing?
No. Right.
Me thick.
Yes, that's our mechanical menace Mecha Goose pulling down the trunks of poor dummy.
Alright.
Run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Alright, let's score. Let's shut off my brain for this. Mostly.
Huh?
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Whoa, I was looking for you! Care to show me what you can do?
Alright, new guy. First lesson? Don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine! Delaware! Ah!
My god.
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that. Oh, mierda.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
If I'm gonna do my best, I gotta do my own thing.
This is amazing. Wow.
girl was right. Your quirk is amazing.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification. So, it's got a limit. Go beyond! Ultra!
Yes! I called it, I called it, I called it. I called it!
Spider-Man, you really are the ultimate.
I predicted it! I predicted it!
Oh, by a
I called it. I called it. I called it. I called it.
con Dios, Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The spider sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than danger sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles' invisibility was harder for danger sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the spider sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fa-Jin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both
While Venom is effective against it. Oh. Oh, right.
had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing an opponent's abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers
Yeah.
and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater
Yeah,
experience,
Miles.
skill goes
Miles.
to Miles. And that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One For All is all about.
When Deku defeated All For One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit
Yeah,
after all.
exactly.
So the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive, but Deku defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all
what?
of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And
What?
the morales of the story is...
The winner is
Oh my
It's
fucking
Deku.
god. Alright, that's downscale by Miles. Alright. Okay. Alright. Downscaled Miles by like a ton. Wow. Wow. That was shit. Okay. So, did we get 3? Didn't get 3 in a row though. That is unless... Oh yeah, did they shout KO? I'm sure they shouted KO.
Dios, run.
Yes, yes, they did. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do... Holy shit. Oh. We are getting close to 1,000 followers. That is... Oh, shit, 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 shit. Shit, 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 shit. Shit, 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 shit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, shit. Ooh, 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 ooh. That was not good, that was not good, that was not good. Alright. Hold on. Okay. Come on, make the video. Make the video. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Alright. I'm going... I'm gonna end the stream here. But I will let you all know on the community post if he did make it. Okay, alright. I will see you all when I finish that video.